好，亲爱的观众，大家好，我是黄思诺，欢迎您收看今天的 American Odyssey 美国探索节目。今天呢，我非常有幸在西班牙的巴塞罗那来专访瑟吉·卡罗拉斯。他将在世界呢开始世界奇景音乐行，他的第一站呢就是中国。好，我们今天听听他的故事。
Carmen, je suis comme un vivre, si je cède, si je me livre, ta promesse, il ne viendra. Si je t'aime, Carmen, tu promets. Mi sposti.
Hi, Sergi, how are you?
I'm very well, thanks. And you?
Well, I'm so happy to be here and to do this interview. 2 years ago, when the first time we shared the stage, performed for charity in Barcelona, I fell in love with your voice.
Oh, thank you very much.
Well,
very lovely concert, benefic concert we did in, well, you were there too. We did in Barcelona, in the Opera House of Barcelona, and it was fantastic.
It was absolutely a fantastic concert. Since then, I became very fascinated about your life and your family because there's so many talents in your family. So how did you start it in the opera career?
Well, yes, as everybody knows, we have a saga family of musicians. Not even my uncle, but my mother plays piano, but as amateur pianist, and she wanted us to study music since we were very small, since we were 6 years old. Every son, first David, then me, then the other two, Martha and Oscar. They don't work as this. They are very different things. And at the beginning, I must be honest, and I really was not interested in the opera when I was small and I was a kid. Because in a way, I had to go every Christmas to see and to watch, to hear my uncle at the opera in Barcelona, and it was too much for me. I was like 7, 8, 9 years old, and it was heavy for me. Then when I was a little older, about 15, 16, I started to get the pleasure of the opera. That's a code that sometimes it takes time, especially for kids. And first I started because I liked sing pop, and I played a little piano, then I played guitar, and I like to sing. I want to be like David Bowie, Freddie Mercury, this kind of. But then I started to with my guitar and with by ear to sing some opera arias, but like this, like for fun myself here at home. And my mother heard me and said, "Oh, you have a very good voice. You could go to see what your uncle's teacher think about your voice." And I went there, and he said, "Oh, you have a really very good voice. Of course, you must train it a lot, like everybody. If someone thinks that it's only the voice, it's completely wrong. You must study a lot, not only music, languages, but to train your voice for many, many years. Like a doctor. You are a doctor. You know it."
You have studied with so many masters of opera, including your uncle Jose Carreras. So who influenced you the most?
Of course, our uncle we got this influence, of course, in our family. If not, it's logical. As I told you before, we used to go since we were kids to the opera and to the concerts. We used to hear classical music and opera at home because my mother was a real fan, because of her brother. And then, of course, one of the great influences in what I would like to sing like, of course, every singer has to try to be himself or herself, but to have some models and to listen to people and not to imitate, but try to get the best things. And of course, one of the great singers is my uncle, but there are many others that I really like how they sing, like Placido Domingo, others like older singers like Giuseppe Di Stefano that used to sing always with Maria Callas, or Franco Corelli. Maybe the audience doesn't know the singer was a very good singer, a great singer. Many tenors, you cannot say this is the best. You can say this tenor or this singer is the best in this kind of roles, but there's not one person that is the best. It's like, it's like to say who's the best writer or who's the best actor or director. It doesn't exist, in my opinion.
Carmen,
Tu me l'as fait donner.
Where are you from, ma'am?
I'm from Austria.
Austria. How do you like the show?
Yeah, it was really great. It was really great, and I was so pleased to see it was for me a very, very good show, and all the actor and the scene, and so I can recommend to make it otherwise.
Have you watched Carmen in other versions or in
Yeah.
other countries?
Yeah, I have watched many times, and I'm very pleased to see it because it's very, very good, and you can taste the Andalusian feeling.
What makes this show different from other Carmens you have seen?
Because here you can feel the local emotion can only people of Andalusia. So
I agree with you. Thank you so much for sharing with us.
thank you, and all the best for you and the show.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Well, opera is a Western culture, obviously. However, it's being loved by people around the world. Now, of course, Asia, it's crazy about classic music and opera. So how do you build that connection with the audience from different countries?
Well, it's something I started recently. I started last year in Japan, which was fantastic, and it's curious because they love opera, but they love too, especially Spanish music like Granada. These things with a lot of passion. They really love the Latin passion in the music and singing. And I think once I will go to sing to China, I think it will be the same. I think that China people loves opera and even all classic Spanish music.
Amore
Wonderful. So in addition to your concert tour, you also have the opera competition to help the young artists to be known, to be discovered. Is that the plan?
Yes, exactly. Is that the plan?
Well,
This huge competition.
well, you choose China as your first concert tour of this Wonders of the World tour. Why China?
Well, why not? I mean, China's is now one of the most important countries in the world, socially, economically. The big potential in the world now are United States that you really well know, and China that you know because you are Chinese. And I think it's a great market. I think it's people, all Asian, but I imagine Chinese too. They really love music and Occidental culture. And I think it's a market that is getting bigger and bigger and really interested and fresh. I mean, because, you know, sometimes the United States or Europe, it's all more classified, everything. And there's, I think in China, there's this love, passion like kids for the Occidental music, and especially the great classic opera and Spanish music.
Well, I think there's a Chinese saying. We said the longest journey, longest march start from the first step, from the footstep of the Great Wall. And choosing China as your first country to start the Wonders of the World tour, there's no place is more suitable than China, in my opinion.
I don't know. I've never been there, so I'm sure we'll be like this.
Well, I definitely hope through our interview and also through your concert, you'll be known and you'll be loved by Chinese audience and especially Chinese young artists, because it will be a wonderful opportunity for them to be introduced to the West, and through your opera competition and also music festival that you envisioned to create that platform for them. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much to you and all the people in China working in these projects.